This week's episode is brought to you by Restless Moons Brewing, a Harrisonburg original. If you're looking for a true local hangout, this is it. They got fantastic craft beer and a community vibe that is unmatched. Find your favorite spot at 120 West Wolf Street. Visit restlessmoons.com or find them on Facebook for the full schedule. Restless Moons, crafting community one pint at a time. Stay local.
All right, kids, it's time for the greatest podcast in the history of the entire human race. Bingo, it's life.
The Harrisonburg Podcast.
That's right.
We might not be the top, or at least in the top 90%.
In the universe? Sure.
Absolutely.
I'm Jay Zare, joined by the Bingo Boys from Briary Branch, as usual, Chris and Mike over here, and we've got Christian Parrott in the house.
Buongiorno.
Mom Shackles is somewhere south of here.
Yeah, that's right.
Waynesboro.
I was doing. Well, this is a message for future Jay.
Jesus.
What is it? I'm sorry, what's the
A
message?
message for future Jay. I was studying latitudes of different cities on the East Coast.
Yes.
And
Okay.
states, and which states were
Farther south.
further south than other states.
Yes, good.
Anyway, we have a guest who coming up.
Wait, but does Delaware have a city that's lower than Harrisonburg?
Yes.
It
What?
does, for real, it does.
Fenwick Island
Fenwick.
is about the same latitude as Mount Sydney, which is definitely south of Harrisonburg.
See, we're here to learn as much as anything else.
I was looking it up because I wanted to, correct myself in case I was wrong, because I'm frequently saying all kinds of wrong.
Hey,
erroneous
welcome to the club.
information.
Well, it's about time we've got something right. All
That's right.
So I saw the fellow almost won $100.
Almost,
so
yeah,
Just by
right.
2.
Yeah, and he's a trooper too. He's he's a part of the family that owns Funky's Skate Town.
Oh,
here
wow.
in
Yeah.
Harrisonburg, and they're a great family, and they've been coming every week, so they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, right.
So I really appreciate the people that come every week, and then they actually get a shot to win $100.
awesome.
And he was so close.
Speaking.
Oh, go ahead.
No, well, I was going to say, speaking of families who own things, I was inside and got a private tour of the Wizard Mode. This
Oh,
morning.
you did. You
Yes,
did.
I did. That's going to be a
That's-
fantastically large and amazing venue.
Cool.
I look forward to talking about more details. We're going to get some more from them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're
to make
talking
it
about the new
official.
operation being started by Jeff Moon from Restless Moons.
Yes, correct.
We'll talk about that later.
Next to the
Awesome.
Friendly City Food Co-op.
Yes.
All right, so Jeff Moon, the Restless Moon. So does that mean that who bowled tonight was Old Man Funky's boy? Or no? That's
Old Man Funky's boy. You know what?
Gerald Funky,
That's
Yeah.
the way it works. You've got it.
Rasputin Funky. Long line of Funkies.
Well, a noble line, really.
I'm not allowed back on the podcast, am I?
Why did we decide to let him talk?
Yeah, I don't know. Mom Shackles,
Mom
we
Shackles.
miss you so much. We miss you so much.
Because she lowers the average age of the, the Y chromosome quotient down just a tiny little bit.
Bingo is a blast, but I
Yeah.
do want to kind of jump right into our
Yes,
guest.
let's jump.
All right.
Jump,
It's time to jump.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
jumping right in.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because, this year, our band is playing at the Red Wing
Yay.
Music Festival this year, Dr. Hal, and it's going to be super exciting. And I was talking with Jeremiah, and I was like, "Oh, won't you be on the podcast?" He's like, "No way, that is not me." And he's like, "But I got these other people who do a lot of really cool things, and maybe you would like to talk with them."
Ooh.
And so he gave me the name of Laura Leischner.
You were so close.
Leischner.
Wow.
He gave me
Laura-
the name of Laura Leischner.
Yes.
And I said, Laura Leischner? I think I know that human. And then I kind of got her confused. But then I did figure it all out. I do kind of know Laura Leischner. She's here right now. Everybody, the events coordinator for Red Wing Music Festival.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
That was a lot.
What a.
Thank you.
I had a lot to get out.
Leischner. You got there. And I appreciate it. I know it's not the easiest last name.
I'm not allowed. I get ridiculed for bringing this up, but I understand you're Mennonite adjacent.
I am Mennonite adjacent. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I am from Harrisonburg. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
Just
they have
passing,
to.
just
Yeah.
passing through Harrisonburg makes you.
Passing through- Hey,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I got a little Mennonite on me.
I got it all over me.
Exactly.
I stepped in it.
Exactly.
So you grew up in, where did you grow up?
So I grew up-ish in Luray. In Peach
Luray.
County. Hooray for Luray.
Hooray for Luray.
That's
There it
right.
is.
That's how you remember how to say it.
right.
Mosey down to Luray. Yeah.
That's right. And then moved to Harrisonburg when I was 13 to go to Eastern Mennonite High School, which is now Eastern Mennonite School, but I still
Yeah.
call it EMHS because
Yeah, but they do it all now. They do elementary,
Yeah,
middle.
yeah,
They got the whole
yeah.
thing.
They
going
do
on
it
there.
all now.
They do it all.
They do it
all
all.
the ages.
They
so
do
you
it
went to
all.
so you went to high school here in Harrisonburg.
Sure did.
Cool.
And then went to EMU for a semester. And then I realized I could see my high school from my dorm room window. And I said, let's go to Indiana. So I went to Goshen College
Nice.
instead.
And now I'm
Nice.
going to interject here. You're not the first Goshen College alumnus on the show. I took one class there, so that makes me technically an alum.
Hey.
But we had who, according to the internet, was the third most famous graduate of Goshen Mennonite College on this podcast twice.
What?
Sophia Sotomayor.
Oh yeah, Sophia Sotomayor. Do you know her at all?
No. I was going
She's
to say we
ama-
could play the Mennonite game, but I
Yes.
guess I'm out.
Well, no,
I
no,
can't
no.
play.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'll
the
short
Mennonite game is a real game, and he will play for hours.
No, but I'm going to give her a quiz. So the second most famous graduate is John Howard Yoder, who's the notorious theologian.
Yes. Notorious is a way to put it.
Do you know who the internet says was the most famous graduate of Goshen Mennonite College?
Daryl Strawberry.
Close.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
No.
Eric McCullum.
Oh, of course.
The leading school.
I went to, he was like maybe a year above or below me.
Did
Yeah.
you know him?
Did he
you
play
meet him?
baseball?
I mean, the school wasn't that big.
He's a basketball player. His brother is C.J.
Yeah.
McCollum for the Trailblazers, who just most recently played for the Washington Wizards.
What?
And he's the leading scorer in the history of Goshen Mennonite College.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
illustrious Maple Leafs.
Yeah,
so,
the Maple Leafs.
so we're sitting across the table from someone who knew that guy.
Yeah.
and
You went to school with that guy?
I went to school with him, and
Holy
I will
cow.
say that I also went to Goshen with John Howard Yoder's grandson.
Oh, no.
So I will say,
Did he change his name?
he had a different last name, so no one really had to know.
No
But
one had to
anyway,
know.
there's my Mennonite game with those two people that you
Yeah,
mentioned.
John Howard Yoder. Well, we won't go into
We don't
that.
need to maybe get into that.
Yeah. So anyway, so you went to Goshen. When did you get back to Harrisonburg?
So I graduated Goshen in 2008 and moved back to Harrisonburg then. And actually, this is a segue into Red Wing.
Ooh, yeah, bring it.
My first job out of college was at the Collins Center.
When it was here.
When it was here
In this
in this
building.
building. And who did I work with but Trent Wackler?
No.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
It's
So
a small world after all.
exactly. So
We
we
owe
were,
Disney money now.
so we
Or the
were both
Revolutionary War.
Yeah. No, so we were both prevention educators, sexual assault prevention educators, and that's how I met Trent.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
So you met him here, and then when the festival started, did they just reach out, or how did you get involved directly with the festival?
Yeah. So Susie Martinez Carter, I lived with her soon after I met Trent, and then she eventually married Michael Weaver, who is one of the co-founders of the festival, along with Jeremiah Jenkins, also very good friends of mine. And so the very first year, I signed up to volunteer, and volunteered every single year until I got hired as the volunteer coordinator.
Is that a full-time gig?
It's a year-round gig.
Year-round.
It's not full-time because I do have another full-time job. But yeah,
Two full-time jobs.
It amps up, kind of as it gets.
What's
closer
your
to
other
festival.
job, if you don't mind?
Sure, I work for a company called Userve that's based out of Richmond, and we are a transportation network company. But basically, what we do is we do Uber or Lyft, but for paratransit, so people with disabilities and older adults.
Amazing.
And so I work on the client side, and we partner with different transit agencies across the country and help with their overflow or their needs.
Are you doing that remote?
Yes.
See,
Yes,
that's
I am.
there's some really interesting people in this town now who are working remote because if this is a really good location adjacent to say New York City or DC. So if you can just go anywhere. it's really talking about strange jobs. Or
Yeah,
interesting
well,
jobs.
I think we should also note you don't live in Harrisonburg anymore.
I don't live in
Right.
Dun, dun,
Harrisonburg
dun.
anymore. Calling me out.
That's all right. No, that's
No, I
good.
know.
That's good. No, I'm
Ixnay on the not living in Harrisonburg. Hey.
Oh,
It's still very much my home. How about
There you
that?
go.
No,
There you
like
go.
yeah, you're all good. So you live in Stanton.
I live in Stanton.
Yeah, because
okay.
you were able to afford a house there.
I am. I was. Yes, we actually bought a house in 2020.
Nice.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just
Wow.
saying,
It's a little
Harrisonburg-
different.
Really selling Harrisonburg,
I
Chris.
know. Oh, sorry,
I'm not the only
Harrisonburg.
person to have moved from Harrisonburg to Stanton.
It's fun though. Do you like Stanton?
I do.
I love Stanton.
I like the model toy store. What is there's a model
yeah,
store
on
down
Beverly
there.
Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beverly Street's got some
Okay,
fun stuff.
so there's this guy that listens to our podcast every
was
week,
just thinking about
and he
that.
comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, man, why are you giving Stanton such a hard
a hard
time?" And
Jealousy.
So we're not.
Jealousy.
Clearly, we're not.
Clearly,
Clearly.
we love your toy
Yes.
train, whatever you do by a
It's
pond.
It's because Stanton is
there.
further south than Delaware.
Right, further south in Delaware. It's a great place.
Hold on, hey Stanton, choo choo.
Tell us about the Red Wing. Is that really exciting for you?
Yes. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on over here, and Jay, I appreciate you trying to steer
tries. He
us.
does a good
yeah,
job.
yeah, yeah.
I think giving Stanton a hard time is now our thing.
Oh,
we can't
God.
let
No,
it
we
go.
have to.
Yeah,
Okay.
enjoy your
Someone should have warned
stupid
me.
little model
No.
train town.
It's only because he was defensive. He loves Stanton.
I love Stanton
I do too. I only give
Yes.
it a.
It's
like,
cute.
All right, so we all agree. We love Stanton.
We love Stanton.
Not at all.
All right.
Screw that place.
At least for this evening,
Yes.
maybe while I'm here.
Yeah, there you go.
And do you know what's awesome? She is the coordinator for Red Wing
Yes.
Festival.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
so-
Technically volunteer coordinator. I just want to be clear.
Yeah,
There's
sorry.
lots of
So I know this might sound odd, but there might be someone who listens to this who does not know what Red Wing is. Would you like to at least give us a sentence or two? How for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about?
Yeah, so the Red Wing Roots Music Festival. It is a mouthful, and it's similar to my last name. I was like, say it correctly, Laura. Say it correctly. Red Wing is
Yeah,
commonly what you say.
Right.
It is a music festival at Natural Chimneys in Mount Solon, Virginia, held in June. It used to be in July. Now it's in June. It's June 19th through the 21st this year. And it was founded by the Steel Wheels, which Trent Wagler recently spoke of, is one of the members of that band. So,
Right.
and they're bringing a lot of different
Three
folks
days.
and acts. Three days.
3 days.
I would say my perspective is a very family-friendly music festival. There's tons of families. Lots of different types of people there, and you just get to listen to music all day long. And if you're a big fan of the Steel Wheels, they play every single day, so you have an
Every
opportunity to
single
see
day.
them.
No, that's
Hardest working band at Red Wing.
You must be desperate to get acts in there because I heard you were getting Dr. Hal and the Dr. Hal medicine show.
Close,
right.
close, Jay, close.
And a named showcase this
That's
year. I don't know if you guys have
right.
talked
Exciting.
about this, but that's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and I'm
really
honored.
exciting.
And,
Yeah, we're very
the whole thing is super cool. So you did it for how many years before you became the coordinator?
I guess I volunteered for 9 years.
Whoa. Wow.
And then became the volunteer coordinator. I kind of started it with the other one and then have really been doing it myself the last 2 years.
So did you get any sleep like that the 2 weeks leading up to Red Wing?
It's a very busy time. It's a very busy time. Last year we had 266 volunteers.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Which is a lot of different people to manage.
So if someone wanted to volunteer, what do they have to do?
Yeah, so it's a great question.
Thank you. Hey, I just want to note
Thank you.
Great
Thank you.
question.
I'm
Thank
still
you.
accepting volunteers. So there's a 2-part process to
Okay.
be a volunteer for Red Wing. You fill out an application online on the website, and then you also have to pay a $50 deposit. But after you complete all of your shifts at the end of the weekend, you get your deposit back. And so in order to be a volunteer, you have to do 12 hours over the course of the weekend, which is typically like 3-4-hour shifts. But we also have shifts Wednesday, Thursday, and Monday before
Right.
and after the festival.
Right.
So there's lots of different ways that you can get plugged in.
Are you there? I mean, you're there the week before and the couple of days after, or what's your?
I come out on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday morning. Our first shift starts around 8 on Wednesday, so I'm there early, and then I'm there throughout the weekend. But I do have a wonderful person, Jennifer Bays, who works for HDR, who helps me out on site. So it's not just me doing all that stuff.
Ali Motika's often there too, right? Or is
Ali
she just
Motika, she kind of goes back and forth between volunteer and staff. She's done that a couple of times, but has volunteered for almost as long as I have. And a couple others of us have done it every single year. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're just running around all day with a walkie-talkie and a
golf cart.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Do you have your own golf cart that has your name on it? Good for you.
It's
nice.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice. You feel like you've really made it when you get a golf cart with your name
It's
on it.
just putting out brush fires and all kinds of crazy things.
That kind of brings me to the next. Like, what is something that has happened in one of these years that you would say, "Oh my God, may that never happen again"?
No.
Is there a scenario?
There was this band, Dr. Howe.
I think the things that have happened, some I don't hear about, but the ones that I have heard about are maybe people doing things they shouldn't be doing during their shifts.
Oh yeah.
And that people seeing that and then getting caught. Yeah. So that's something that we don't tolerate.
Because you are in charge of the volunteers.
Yeah.
It's your, so they come to you and say,
Yeah. Well, we also are really lucky. We have, I should have looked this up. I think maybe let's call it 8 to 10 different kind of groups or different types of volunteer shifts that you can do. And so within that, we have shift leaders that are really kind of managing those people during their shifts. So, so they're kind of watching out and making sure that they're doing what they should be doing and helping the way they should. And
so many people just to help parking.
Yeah.
Parking is a big one. If anyone is interested in volunteering for parking, I'm always accepting parking volunteers. But it's a very important shift.
What is the one that people most want? Is there one that
probably not parking?
I think the ones that people most want are parking, not so much, but very important.
Bring drinks to the main stage.
Yeah.
Well, that is not. That is not.
May I make a suggestion?
I will say. I would say that the ones that are near music. There's some of the ones that are out further and people don't really get to hear music as they're volunteering. Merch is a really popular one because you're really busy. Right. People are always there. You're right there by the music.
Yeah.
Talk to a lot of people. People love the green team. The green team is our trash and recycling team. And if you've ever been to Red Wing, you maybe seen people drive around or ride bikes around with the trailers on the back, picking up trash and recycling from campsites and other places. People really green team. People really love that because it's active and feels productive. Obviously.
Do you subcontract that out, or is that to get it recycled, or you do that yourself?
That's a great question that I don't have the answer to.
That's okay.
I don't know. I mean,
they gather it.
There's a dumpster and there's a recycling place where it gets sorted throughout the weekend, and then I'm assuming
Augusta County takes care of that.
Augusta County might take care of that.
Do you personally get to take a break and listen to music?
I do. Yeah, I am kind of lucky that I do get to kind of make my own schedule. Last year was my first year that I was like really, really was working a lot over the weekend, and I didn't schedule myself maybe in the way that I should have because I missed some things that I wanted to see. So this year I'm really trying to work it out that I can see some
Are there
music.
still tickets available?
Absolutely.
Give us a pitch. Who's coming this year that would be exciting that you're looking forward to?
Well, I am very much looking forward to the Dr. Howe showcase on Sunday, obviously. Sunday from 1 to 4, I think.
She's really doing a good job.
I'm passing $5
every
under
week,
the table.
this is our guest.
Who's promoting who at this point?
We're all helping each other.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of Lucius. Lucius is playing, and I am so thrilled to see them. I've seen them before, but I just think it's going to be magical out at Natural Chimneys outside. It's just going to be great.
A friend of ours, Carl, was like, I've seen Lucius 4 times, always with different people.
Oh, okay.
I guess they typically.
I saw them at Dawes.
Yeah,
they performed at the Jefferson a couple years ago.
Yes, I think that was probably one of those times.
Yeah.
Carl, you can tell me later. But he got me excited about him, so I've been listening to there's a Spotify playlist that has a bunch of the music that's happening, and so I've been listening to that. And it's been great.
What's it called?
I mean, just
put it in the notes, Doctor.
Okay, I can do that.
Dr. H.
Well, it's funny what she just said because I've heard this before. When people talk about Natural Chimneys, like it's a magical place to hear music, and I think there is something interesting there. I'm not sure exactly, but I mean, you're not the first person I've heard that from. There is something going on with the space or just with
100%.
the whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's something interesting and an energy.
It's haunted.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Gotcha.
It is
There be
magic.
caves in a stack of rocks.
They're big cave. It's the best music festival I've ever been to and ever will. I think it's something, my kids have grown up there. You and I were talking a little bit before the podcast, and there is a question here, believe it or not. But a quick promo, and I'm not getting paid for this, but I have been to with my brother since I was like 12. Started going to bluegrass festivals. Went to Graves Mountain Lodge the first year they had it, and then the couple of years after when it turned into like 10 and 15 and 20,000 people, and it was like, oh God, this is, unbearable. Went to like some Virginia Beach ones that were okay, and then Red Wing it's magic.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Like everything from the fact that it's at Natural Chimneys, which is a park, so it can't get bigger, it can't
Right.
get crazy big to where you feel claustrophobic, to the management of the sound with the multiple stages, all the way through to just like the feel there, the vibe there. When it's at night, it's magic with the light show they put on, everything like that. But my wife and I were saying, if there was ever a year where either we weren't trying to be there each day for our kids, or I wasn't getting the absolute amazing fortune to get to play there, I would want to volunteer because, and I'm not just saying this because you're here, we've never had a negative experience with a volunteer, or one that wasn't like, oh my God, that guy was so nice. Or like we get a ride on a cart and it's like, end up belly laughing with the driver and everything. It's so the culture there, how do you guys do that? How is it? Is there like a pep talk, or like how is that culture so cohesive and so awesome?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That
Oh my
really
God.
means a lot to hear that. And this obviously was instilled to volunteers in this festival before me. You did bring up the golf carts when you're talking about the most popular golf cart shuttle drivers. I cannot believe that I did not mention that. The golf cart shuttle volunteer, like the volunteers of that shift, they sometimes joke that they will have to die before someone else can take that shift because they have done it for so many years and love it.
Yeah, right.
Love it. And it is also such a very important part of the festival.
Yeah.
I think the environment that has been created at Red Wing, exactly what you're saying. I think everyone is so happy to be there. The environment is magical and wonderful. Everyone is just having a good time, even when it's 98 degrees outside or it's thunderstorming or whatever. Like, people are looking out for each other, and it, the volunteers and the stories that I've heard from volunteers over the years that have done it and reasons why they have become volunteers. One person was telling me that they had like a cast on their leg like the first year they went, and so golf cart shuttle driver kept like driving them around, or they would see them and pick them up, and they're like, you know what, I want to do that next year because I just had such a good experience, and it just really means a lot to me to have so many returning volunteers and also a lot of new ones every single year, which is great.
Well, I think this would be a good time to point out that a lot of the volunteers, a lot of the musicians, a lot of the people that go there also hang out at Restless Moons.
Oh, of course they do.
Look
Yes,
at us
they
just working
do.
that in.
They do. So I wanted to thank Restless Moons for being one of our sponsors. And if you don't have a chance to get out there yet, you definitely should be heading out. And we are going to be talking more about their new location that they're still working on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in there working on it himself.
Yeah,
this morning.
I look forward to giving people the actual details. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out to be, but it sounds like an exciting place.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice.
Yeah, and another space for hopefully some really interesting music community, which brings us right back to Red Wing.
So you had just said that you have people who do the volunteering every year, and so you get a lot of callbacks. Is that like half, or I mean, like, or a third, or is it fairly? It's a larger number.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely a larger number, and even if it's not every single year, maybe they took a year off because they had a wedding or something, and then they come back. So I have a lot of people that return and want to do the same shifts and want to work with the same people. I have people that met people volunteering that are like, sometimes they'll put in their applications, there's a section of the application, name one volunteer you want to work with, and I have some people that put down like they don't remember this person's last name, but they're like, I want to work with Terry and Merch. We had a great time together. And that just really warms my heart. And it just is really, really awesome that people want to keep coming back and working with these people that they see once a year for maybe one shift. That means that much to them.
And another thing for institutions like that, it goes back to the people that started it. You got somebody
exactly.
like Trent and Michael Weaver and Jeremiah. They're just got positive energy. And you establish that from the get-go, and it continues, permeates out to the whole group.
Totally
Exactly.
right. Totally right. Yeah.
Yeah, and good hiring goes a long way. It does. It
Hiring.
really- yeah.
Coach, they recruit at Goshen College. They have a table with Pam. No, well, tell me where does, because I'm out of it. Where does Red Wing rank? Let's say nationwide for festivals like that. I mean, first. I mean, is it well known? Is it a?
I feel like it is now. I mean,
I feel like
maybe-
it must be. But that's something that I don't know for sure.
Yeah, and who would
Like if
rank?
you're in Colorado, have you heard of the Red Wing Music Festival?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I think
perhaps.
so.
What I
If you're
can say.
You're cool.
What I can say is that there's some artists that have come back. Maybe not every single year, but every other year or something like that. And I believe them when they say that they remember coming to Red Wing and they remember being there and they remember the feeling and what it looked like, the environment and the community, like we were just talking about. So I have to imagine, but also there are people that travel a long way every year to come to this festival, and maybe it's the Steel Wheels that's the pull for them. They've been following them for years. Steel Wheels obviously tour all over the country, but yeah, people travel a long way, and people travel a long way to volunteer. I have people that are that fly in to volunteer. There's a lot obviously in this area, but it is really.
Does
really
anyone
exciting.
come from outside the country to go to the festival?
I would imagine. I'm sure. Maybe.
Maybe.
So it kind of brings me to you said that early on you get there like Wednesday. So are you setting up the decorations for as well, like what's like hanging in the trees and things?
So those are I think it's Inflatable is the company that does those.
Okay. So you actually
Yeah,
have
so there's a company
Okay,
that
cool.
comes in and does those,
Okay.
which is awesome. But
They do a great job. by
yeah,
the way.
but
It's fun.
the volunteers are setting up all of the lights and helping,
Yeah.
also other staff and qualified people to set up lights and electrical
Yeah.
things. But volunteers certainly fit into a lot of the setup and tear down. All the fencing are volunteers putting fencing in, setting up the parking lot, to decorating the golf carts, doing the backstage area. So there's a lot of setup and tear down, which is a really popular volunteer shift because then you get it out of the way. Either do setup shifts on Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday. We do tear down shifts. So then you can have the whole weekend free and just listen to music, which is what I eventually did as a volunteer. Once I realized, I was like, oh, I'd like to have the whole weekend free.
How big is the paid staff for the whole operation?
man.
More than just you and
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's a handful of us that are year-round employees, but as far as the festival itself, I would say, I don't know, 50 more.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I'm just trying to think. After the very end of the festival, we all the staff go backstage after the last act on Sunday around 9 and celebrate together. And so I'm trying to imagine what that group looks like. But Jeremiah certainly would be able to tell me what the exact number is, but I didn't get that ahead of time.
I think that is just one of those awesome things, though. It's like, so you have to make it happen. I think that's one of the things that I really appreciate about this festival is, did we know we needed it? No, but someone made it happen. You know, these guys made it happen, and now look at it. It was 13.
Yeah, what's this?
This is the 13th year.
Yeah, 13th year.
The first year was in 2013. We didn't do it in 2020, but we've done it every year.
So it's not just the festival. There's the Red Wing Academy, which is now grown into the Rocktown House of Music, and
then they did the Winter Roots Festival or Winter Roots concert. That was just a couple weekends ago. That started several years ago as well.
That's right.
A plug for the academy. Both my kids went through the academy, and thinking of the movie Taps for some reason. And they grew up in Red Wing, and you know, a lot of their most special memories are from Red Wing, which is crazy. And the academy starts the week before Red Wing, and so a lot of the really special times that they have. People see the Academy at the festival, but they're getting to get together and go to this really cool rehearsal space and spend time together, and it's magic. It really is, from volunteers to the people who go back every year. It's like what you're saying. It goes back to Trent and the Steel Wheels. It's a little more of a family feel than it is just this it's a money making venture. It's it's just this big machine. It really feels like a big family, and especially my kids. Oh my gosh, they're going to come back.
Your kids are your family, Christian. I just want to let you know.
That's what
actually
so much makes more sense
family.
now. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it now. Okay, cool.
That tugging at your heart, that's love that you have for your children.
Really, I don't feel that.
Yeah,
it's more of a
right,
financial
right. Yeah,
burden
sure. I got
and
you.
space in the house that they take up.
They do take space.
Other than that, though, they're great. Yeah, no, but it's it's that feeling is definitely there. I think that family feel.
Yeah, I think
And in my house too, kind of.
Well, yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. I think the Red Wing Academy, and I'm glad that you brought that up. Red Wing Academy, and you have seen this through the years, just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And they always do a performance Friday. I think it's at 4 p.m.
It's my favorite part.
And it's on the Kinfolk stage, which is kind of in the, premium camping area. And you just show up, there's bikes everywhere. People are spilling out the sides of this tent. It is one of the most well-attended concerts over the weekend. And just the warm, I would say the warm and fuzzy feeling you get from being there. The Steel Wheels are there playing with them, and it's just really, really
I cry
special.
like a baby.
Well,
every year when they play Red Wing. I just,
I know.
I think that the other thing is, I don't want to. Trent and those guys, they're humble.
Yeah.
They're so humble about this whole thing. I'm like, you've done an amazing job, guys. Seriously, it is such a beautiful event. And they're all like, well,
I know. You're like, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you can, maybe when they're home, they're looking in their mirror. They're like, I did it. I don't know.
No, Mennonites never do that.
it's pretty disgusting.
You can do better.
Yeah.
Once it gets into your conscious mind, you got to go be a Methodist or something. Sorry, I'm allowed to say that.
I kind of want to hear just a touch more about. So the festival is over.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I just want to hear one bad thing about the Steel Wheel.
No. They don't have. There's no bad.
They don't.
There's no
They
bad.
don't. Oh, God.
No, they're wonderful humans.
I love one instance of Trent just being just a jerk.
No, he's not. He's not. So it's
it's disgusting.
You've worked all weekend long, and it's like it's time to party or whatever, or celebrate, but you still have work to do. So what is that vibe like? It's celebratory, but it's also like, okay, but we got Monday.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's
That's
I
that
guess I compartmentalize it a little bit.
Okay, good. Yeah, good.
You just kind of let yourself enjoy a little bit, but there is something. So it's a ton of work for me leading up to the festival. There's a lot of people to manage and put people in shifts and all of those things that the coordination is. However, to me, I'm poring over these people's names day in and day out for weeks and weeks and weeks, putting them in shifts, emailing them, trying to make sure that their shifts or their schedule is correct. And then I see them over the weekend and I'm like, oh, that's you. And they're like, oh, you're the one that emailed me. And they're like, thank you for doing, it is so great. One, not to just welcome volunteers to Red Wing because they're in such a good mood and they're so happy to be there. And I've always said that it's my favorite weekend of the year. But then to just just to see their excitement is just wonderful, which I think is, continues to add to this feel that we've been saying about this festival, that it's just the vibes are so good. It's family friendly. People are so happy to be there. And so for me at the end, it's a nice release of okay, we did it. Look at that. Perfect. Look at the festival happened. My volunteers showed up. Right. They did their jobs, which is what I hope to happen. We get to enjoy, and then we pack it up and debrief, and I have a couple months off and then hop right back to it.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
Is there a maximum number of volunteers? Do you ever
Never.
reach it? So
No,
so the
never.
thing is,
I mean, there
you
is
can
probably, but no.
Gotcha.
There's
Yeah.
always
You never reached it.
there's always some open shifts every
Awesome.
year that I've done it.
All right, so the millions of listeners we have out there. There you go.
Please sign up.
Yeah. Well,
You too.
You too.
it's
can
interesting.
volunteer.
So, how many, like right now, if you would say, I guess a number, how many people you have signed up right now, like months out?
So I have 205. I looked before I came because I did want to have some numbers correct. We have 205 confirmed volunteers at this point.
That's a lot.
Which is great.
Yeah,
And then we have about like 250 that have applied, but maybe haven't like paid their deposit or things like that. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so hopefully it continues. I'll have some that drop off, obviously, but yeah.
The goal is to have a 1-to-1 ratio. So one volunteer for every one person that attends the festival.
Right, exactly. You get a buddy when you show up.
And this person just helps you set up your tent.
Hi, I'm Greg.
Hi, Greg. What are you doing?
Whatever you're doing,
What's the strangest
let's
animal
go see
that
Monrovia.
What's the strangest animal you ever saw at the festival?
Strangest animal?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I mean, birds fly over. You ever see a deer or a bear or anything like that? Never mind.
No bears.
No bears.
No bears.
But no, have you ever seen it? Has a skunk ever went through the?
I don't think I've seen a skunk.
No,
but,
no skunk
They're
stories.
scared of people. There's too many
They
people.
probably
a lot
hear,
of
they hear the
people.
music and probably take
All
off
the
down
wildlife
the
is like,
road.
we're out of here.
Yeah,
This
right.
is crazy.
Yeah, we're out for the weekend. We'll come back.
Maybe there was like an emotional support ferret or
Yeah,
something, or
yeah.
like a weird kid.
I will occasionally see a dog there.
Yeah.
We allow service animals.
Service animals.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but that's it.
So what is the number? I kind of said to myself it was like 5,000 people are there, but I have no idea. Really.
I don't know, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I didn't come with
Eh,
that
it's okay.
number.
It's okay.
People ask me that often enough that I probably should have
Well,
the
you
answer
could
to that. I
just-
So you can
don't
just
know.
make something up.
Just,
So,
it's
Yeah,
50,000 people.
Well, I think that's probably one of the things that I really appreciated. It's not too crazy.
it doesn't
Yeah,
ever
right.
feel
Yes.
too much.
Yes,
which
right.
I appreciate.
It can
yeah.
only get so big because
When-
Right.
the limit, and that's the magic of it.
When
It's
one
so great.
concert ends and people are kind of moving over to the next concert, you feel like a movement, but it's not
Yeah.
too crazy,
Right.
and it's not like you're going to get stampeded over or anything, and it feels very, it's easy to move around. I would say.
100%.
Yeah, and I also think that they've added some stages over the years. So we have like the hill
right.
stage,
That's right.
just like through Z-Lot, one of the camping areas. And so I just think there's also music that's happening concurrently, so people aren't all at one stage
Right.
for one thing at one time,
Right.
Which I think certainly
And,
certainly
and
helps
people
that.
should know there are multiple camping type of options.
There are.
No, when you camp, wait, do you camp or do
I
you?
do,
You
but
do.
several years ago started renting an RV, and I'll
Yeah.
never go back. that air conditioning
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
really, really important, or protection from rain
Yes,
is
yeah.
also
Right.
incredibly important.
So there's RV, then there's regular just on the ground throwing a tent, you animal kind of
Correct.
camping. And then there's this thing called glamping, right?
There is glamping.
I thought there was
There
glamping.
is glamping. Speaking of someone setting up a tent for you, those tents will be set up for you if you purchase
really?
glamping. Yes, you can also
Ooh.
purchase an AC add-on for those too.
Oh, there you
I think you
go.
get your special own bathrooms and like maybe your
Oh,
own
man.
showers. Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
glamping involve an actual physical structure? Or
It's like a
guess I don't know what
yurt
glamping
type
is.
of place. It's like
Yeah,
a really,
pretty nice.
it's really
Yeah.
sturdy tent.
temporary.
Sturdy
yeah,
tent.
that someone sets up and you get like beds.
It's
and,
like a rug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
whole area that's up there. That
Chimney Ridge.
Chimney Ridge.
Chimney
That's a
Ridge.
whole thing. There's
Yeah,
like
it's
they got their
cool.
own little shower scene over there.
Exactly.
So you can choose. I guess I have no idea. You just choose different places to camp.
I am married to a lovely person who announced about 10 years ago, she was, or maybe more, that she's like, I'm not sleeping on the ground ever again. Yeah,
Again.
she's like,
I
I'm
gotcha.
just, I've reached a point in my life, I'm not doing it. And I'm like, I'll sleep in the, under the cushions of a sofa. But this year I looked on the website and we saw the glamping thing. She's like, oh, yeah. Oh. And they are really cool.
There's still glamping available.
Oh, okay.
I'll just put that out there.
There you go.
Did the musicians ever jam at night
They sure
after it's
yeah.
over with?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that where Caleb Stein and
Probably.
anyway, never mind. You
no,
tell your anecdote.
No. I was just going to say that there's a section of camping behind the Shenandoah Mountain Stage, the main stage, which is for staff and vendors, and also some artists stay back there depending on who they are. If they're not in a big tour bus that leaves right after their set, which fair to them. But yeah, people definitely are jamming and playing music pretty late back there.
It's a great scene.
It's really fun.
It's such a great. It also can be.
It also be loud at night, but an RV helps that.
Yeah.
Muffles the sound a little.
RV.
I had littler kids, like one of the first years that we played, and we camped back there. And Mariana was like, "Oh my God, it's so loud. The Judy chops have been up all night long." No,
They do play
funny.
love them, but they do sometimes play their horns at night,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is it is a little loud for some people, but
Bill, I
they're
love
having
you.
a great time. So
what's his
who's
name?
to
Pretzel.
harsh their mellow?
Oh yeah, Mike Pressel's like
Easy.
No, it was
two.
Yeah, it's fine.
Who was on the podcast that was talking about his tuba player playing jazz with Billy Strings?
Oh, right.
You're right. We did have somebody.
Someone-
talk about
I think
that.
maybe it was Reverend Bill.
It might have been. I don't remember.
All right, so where can people go to find glamping, to find tickets, to volunteer? Where are we heading people to go to?
Redwingroots.com
Red Wing
Red-
Roots.
is the website, and you can go click around from there. But I think
Nice.
volunteers is under the Get Involved tab.
Okay.
Get involved.
I will definitely put a link to it in the show
Awesome.
notes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and when you get a chance, my goodness, go see the Steel Wheels any chance you can get. They are just
Absolutely.
amazing. Such a good band. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Cool.
wonderful.
Is that wrapping it up?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's there. Thank you for all you're doing.
I guess.
Well, no, I know.
It's nice.
I think there's something. There's like sometimes I just feel like I have like one more thing
man,
to
I
say.
know.
That's like every week, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because I have one more thing to say.
Well, if we're already playing this year at Red Wing, so you don't have to work in a
plug
flush.
it,
Jeremiah.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
I think that the people who are doing what you are doing are so important, and it's almost like you're saving the country. I mean that. Our country is in this place, and I think people who are doing what you are doing and helping organize art and music and gathering, and we're not all crazy, and I think you're saving the world. I mean that.
Well, thank you.
And that's why I'm like,
Heck yeah.
let's all go to
you.
Red Wing. I call it Harrisonburg Goes Camping.
That is a wonderful way of putting it. It is, yeah. You can see a ton of people, or you don't
Yes.
ever see them. I also say that about
This
Red
is
Wing.
true, right.
Either someone's like, "Oh, I'm going to go," and you're like, "Oh, I'll see you there," and then like never.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you see
Right.
the same person 15 times.
Well,
as you.
it is big enough. Some people you can see 15 times,
Yeah.
and others you never.
But it's so fun to
It
just
is great.
see
It
who's
is so
there
fun.
and hang out. And I guess on the ticket aspect, I will just say you can get 3-day tickets, but you can also get single-day tickets.
Oh, there you go.
There
Sure.
was just one on
Yeah.
sale last week. So if you're like, I want to go see James McMurtry on Friday, and that's all I can do, then come for Friday.
And
I'm
we-
free on Sunday. I
was
wish there
gonna
was a
say,
showcase that
we
was
probably-
happening.
Exactly. Or that.
Well, you know what's
on
cool?
Sunday.
I tell you what's cool about the Sunday
What's
ticket.
cool about Sunday tickets?
you go,
Sunday? What's cool about
wait,
Sunday,
On
Chris?
Sunday, you go see the Steel Wheels on
Yeah,
Sunday morning.
okay.
Gospel set.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
I've heard
which
that's
is,
great.
Which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Sure.
Then you pop one over to the Kinfolk stage, and there's music all afternoon.
There
And
is.
then when that ends, you go back over to the Timberite stage and you watch the
Tribute set.
The tribute set.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sunday is killer.
Yeah, and the
Wow.
tribute set it's a surprise every year who the
Right.
tribute set's going to be. So
Yeah.
some-
It's gonna be
I don't even know, and I probably won't even know until it happens.
So let's talk about who all's going to be at that showcase.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we get the Ragged Mountain String Band.
Yep.
From
Yep.
Charlottesville.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize they were Charlottesville.
Yep.
man.
There's
Okay, gotcha,
Seville bunch.
Yeah.
And then we've got Spectator Bird.
Yeah.
We love them.
Yes.
Do you know them?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. They're so
Really excited.
Wonderful people. And then Corey Green
My hero.
and her band.
Corey Lynn Green.
Corey Lynn Green. Yeah. Yeah,
She plays with that Bruce guy occasionally.
Occasionally, right,
Yes,
right.
And then,
Okay.
of course, the
Of course, Dr. Howe.
Dr. Howe. And we're going to be hosting the whole thing. So we're going to be there from the beginning to the end,
That's right.
being silly and talking you through the whole evening. So,
Yes.
or afternoon. So it'll
Pray
be a good
tell, it should be a great time.
time. We're going to have fun. We have things lined up. Fun times will be had. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
And the solo theremin set by me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The Jay's Air solo theremin set. It's going to be hot, y'all.
I got to learn how to play between now and June.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just teasing. I'm not going to be at Red Wing with a theremin.
He's not. Folks,
It's your fault for talking longer than we were supposed to. I almost made it through a podcast without disintegrating.
You were that close, Jay.
I was that close.
but now you can take us home.
Take us home, holy
Are there any
smokes.
therapists on the volunteer list? Because we could use those for Jay
that's
right
true.
now.
Once again, thanks, Laura Leischner.
Leishner.
I had it right. Laura Leischner.
Yeah.
Laura
Fellow-
What's wrong with it?
But you paused.
Fellow,
you paused,
I
Jay.
paused and blew it. Fellow Goshen,
paused, too.
fellow Goshen College Maple Leaf.
That's right.
And thanks so much. And we're really, everybody's looking forward.
Thanks,
Thanks so much for coming down here and putting
Yeah,
up with all this
so cool.
You're
insanity.
welcome. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for having me. I love talking about Red Wing.
And this is Bingo is Life, the podcast. You can listen to us anytime you want to on whatever streaming service you use. Come down here Tuesday nights to our other sponsor, Ruby's Arcade in downtown Harrisonburg, 7:30 to 8:30 for Bingo is Life, another family-friendly event. It's a lot of fun. And thanks again to Restless Moon, our sponsor. And thanks to everyone out there who's hanging in there and keeping America a sane place and successful for arts and enjoyment. That's
right.
Thanks, Grayson. Thank you, Grayson.
Thanks, Grayson.
thanks,
I saw a blue heron at the dog park today. I was thinking of Grayson.
Hold on. Carl and Tony the painter.
Carl and
Boom,
Tony.
we're out.
There it is.
See you next week, kids.
Good night. Bingo is Life, a post-bingo Harrisonburg podcast, is brought to you by the Brothers How to Show and our friends at Ruby's Arcade in downtown Harrisonburg, Virginia. If you've enjoyed the show and feel it's worth spreading a little joy in this world, please tell just one person that you like this podcast. Word of mouth, more than any other form of promotion, is how creative works get noticed and sustain themselves. Thank you, Andrew Hickey, for that bit of wisdom, and thank you, listeners, for being part of the fun.